Hey everybody, Average Gamer here. So today I want to do a Let's Talk, in this episode, money. Ways to get money in the game. So a lot of people have asked me, in the end, just how do I make money? How can I make money faster in the game and things like this? And what I say to that is, I can't really give you an answer. There's no true way to grind or quote-unquote exploit ways to make C-bills a lot faster. By playing good, by having a very efficient mech, and those are pretty much the two ways. So all I can really do is break down how you can make money. The actual things that give you money versus anything else, really. Because I can't tell you, this is the best way to grind. I mean, I can tell you how to grind money, and it's really not, obviously, the most efficient. Basically, you just play a lot with a specific certain type of mechs in a certain play method, and there you go. I have a video about grinding, which I'm going to update because they recently did change, well, not recently, they changed a little while ago, the reward system. And I really never did a video on the reward system, so I thought today I will. So first thing I want to break down is the reward, so the XP versus the C-bills, and what you have to do. And I'll also go into breaking down what each one is as well. So I'm going to go into breaking down what each thing is first. So for example, there's a reward called scouting. Now, this scouting gives you 20 XP, and it gives you 2,000 C-bills every time you do it. So to get the scouting, you need to be the first person to spot a target, so you can only get this 12 times in a match. And the catch is, you cannot engage the person. Now, the best way to do this is in a light mech, or even like my Cyclops here. Once you see the enemy, spam the R button. There you go. That's pretty much the best way you can utilize this one. The next one is flanking. Now, for flanking, you get again 20 XP, but you get 1,500 C-bills. So to flank, you need to move behind an enemy without being targeted by it, and without being engaged. So you basically have to be able to be not seen. Usually, getting an ECM mech is good for this. You have to deal damage to the enemy from behind, so basically out of sight. And you can only do it every 20 seconds. So remember that. So 20-second cooldown. You have to do it from behind, so you have to hit a mech from behind. So hit them in the back, left or right torso, or center torso, or even their head or the arms, as long as it's from the back. But to guarantee that you get it, go for the torso. And you have to be, obviously, behind the target. So you have to actually flank all the way around. So you have to actually see this. So make sure you hit, if it's a Cyclops, for example, right in here. If you aim for this area here, you're not going to hit the anything but the back. Next one, kills most damage dealt. So this is the one that everyone pretty much wants, right? Kills most damage dealt. So kills most damage dealt, or KMDD as we like to call them in our unit. It gets you 80 XP and 5,000 C-bills. Now to get this, compared to all the players that deal damage to that mech, you have to deal the most damage to the mech, and the target has to die. So out of 100%, you have to have the primary or the highest percentage of that. So 5 people can shoot the guy. That's no big deal. You just have to do the most damage. So usually what I like to do is if I pick a target, try to knock them down 20% health-wise. And you're pretty much guaranteed, I wouldn't say guaranteed the kills most damage dealt, but at least if the guy doesn't last that much longer, you did some good damage. This is where it comes against grinding, obviously, for things like damage and stuff like that. If you want to grind, is the arm and the leg touching? I think the arm and leg right here are touching. For example, if you want to, grind, for example, for damage kills most damage dealt probably won't work for you, because you also have to kill the target. Like, the target has to die. Sorry. So farming, not the greatest. Farming technically is good for this. Sorry, my bad. I was the opposite there. As long as you deal the majority of damage when that mech is killed, you're good to go. That doesn't mean 51%. You just have to do the most damage to that mech, which is pretty good. Next one's killing blow. You have to obviously deal the killing shot, which is pretty good in my eyes. Killing blow, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just looking for how much it's worth here. Killing blow think that's like solo kill. No, I don't think. Give me 1 second. Killing blow. Opponent kill. Team kill. Solo kill. Kills most damage dealt. Narc kill. Tag kill. Savior kill. Oh, I don't have solo kill on here. Well, I have solo kill, but I don't have... Well, I think Killing Blow just gives you the kill, which is 30 XP and 4,000 C-Bills. I'm pretty sure of that. The next one's Solo Kill. So you achieve both kills most damage dealt and the Killing Blow. So you're the one that actually kills the guy. And you're the one that does the most damage to that mech. So the Solo Kill, which is basically you do the whole thing, it's 280 XP and 10,000 C-Bills. That's quite a lot. Next one's Capture. So that's when you actually go in to capture a base. So a capture is 50 XP plus 2,500 C-Bills. Now, also on top of that, there's also additional capture points and capture options. So there's where it constantly just counts up and counts up, keeps showing up. It just says like capture over here, like on the side there. That's, I think, just 25 C-Bills every time that pops up. The next one's Brawler. So you have to get solo kill, but you have to be within 140 meters of each other. So for Brawler, you have to be within 450 meters of each other. And you need to be in a medium or a heavy to get the Brawler. We'll say mark of excellence or achievement in the match, because these are all match related. They're not actual achievements. But in the match itself, to get Brawler. If in the match, at least once, you have to get a solo kill. You have to be within 450 meters of the target, and you have to be in a medium or heavy. Now to get Brawler, aka Brawling, that is 130 C-Bills, or XP, sorry, and 4,500 C-Bills, which is pretty good. Next one's Lance Formation. Basically, it's where all players in one lance are at least 140 meters from one another. The whole lance is engaged, so all 4 people are fighting. And this actually basically is a 15-second loop. So every 15 seconds, you get the lance formation bonus, as long as all 4 of your guys are being engaged. So basically, someone's lost, someone's getting shot, someone's shooting. And every... scroll down here. And every 15 seconds, it pops back up again. So Lance Formation doesn't give you any XP, but it gives you 60 C-Bills. Which isn't too bad, especially since you're getting it every 15 seconds. The next one is Protected Light. That's where a light mech stays close to a mech that's at least 2 weight head classes higher. So you have to be with a heavy or an assault. You have to both be engaged by a target, and this refreshes every 8 seconds as well. So every 8 seconds, you're going to get the reward for this, as long as you're with a heavy or an assault. Usually I do this with an ECM. Basically, it helps, basically protect the big guys, all that stuff. Protected Light gives you no XP, but it gives you 65 C-Bills. Medium is the same thing. So you have to be with a heavy or an assault as well. That gives you 65 C-Bills. And then Protect Proximity. So Protect Proximity, a little different. Basically, you have to stay within 150 meters of someone who's damaged with a critical damage slot. Usually center torso. I think it's center torso or the right and left torso. So they have to be critically damaged. They and you both have to be engaged, and you get this reward every 10 seconds as well. And that's 55 C-Bills. So that's pretty good. You get 60 C-Bills if your entire lance is together. 65 C-Bills for medium, 65 for light, and then 55 if you're protecting someone within close to you that's been critted, which is pretty good. The next one is Tag Damage. So basically, you have to have the target tagged. The damage has to be dealt to the target while it's being tagged. The reward is a multiplier of the damage dealt in points. The reward is only shown in the HUD once it's done. So it'll actually show you how many times it was rewarded. It's calculated every 2 seconds. Sorry, the tag has to be on there for at least 2 seconds on a target. The reward is only given if the target takes a minimum of 5 damage. It's got a 2-second cooldown. And the timer itself resets with every damage dealt. Every 1 point of damage. Once the timer hits 0, all the rewards are given to you and they're shown on your heads-up display. The reward will be completely stopped when you remove the tag from the target or the target dies. And that's when you get the tag damage little notification. So tag damage, as I said, works a little differently. But if I'm not mistaken, it's roughly around 35 C-bills per point of damage, I believe. Along those lines, which is pretty good. A tag kill, that's when you have the person tagged and they die while you have them tagged, which is pretty good. I think that's still the same thing. You have to be on them for a minimum of 2 seconds and things like that. And a tag kill gets, it gets 60 XP and 6,000 C-bills. A narc kill is 60 XP and 6,000 C-bills. That's when you hit them with the missile and it notifies everyone where they are. A UAV kill is just 50 XP. A UAV lock damage, so if a UAV sees someone and you lock onto them, which I'll get into in a moment, that's the next thing up. The next one is hit and run. So for hit and run, you have to hit, and basically the hit and run score is based off of engagement. So for every damage dealt, it counts for 1 point. Every damage that you take from hit and run counts as minus 2 points. So basically the whole thing is run in, hit them, and get out before they hit you. If your score is greater than 10, you're rewarded with the hit and run. So basically, as long as you run in and do at least 10 points of damage, you'll get this reward. If the damage taken, so the damage you get during the engagement, is greater than 15, then it doesn't count. So basically, this is the way that works. So you get 1 point for every damage dealt you do. Once you get to 10 points, you get the reward. As long as you haven't received 15 points of damage, then you get the difference. Now, mind you, here's the catch with that. If you take 1 damage, you get minus 2. So you have to be very careful with the hit and run, right? So hit and run overall, once you get to the amount needed, it's 15 XP plus 2,000 C-bills, which is pretty good. And then there's first capture, which is for conquest and things like that. Basically, to be the first person into a capture point. Simple as that. It cannot be. It has to be previously uncaptured. Basically, anyone can only get this once per collector per match. So basically, on a match, say on Conquest, there's 5. Only 5 of these are going to be given out in a match. That's it for first capture. First capture gets you 60 XP and 4,500 C-bills. So it's for those lights out there to rush out there and grab these things as fast as they can. And last but not least, stealth tag or tag stealth. So to tag someone, you have to be out of their line of sight, and you have to. And this is rewarded to you every 6 seconds. So basically, it's for your ECM lights. It's what this reward is for them to flank. And it's pretty good. It's 5 XP and 150 C-bills. So overall, I'm going to go through everything and explain, kind of give a quick little breakdown of what it is. And you'll see that I got a little thing here. Showed you. I've been writing a lot of stuff here. A lot of matches, a lot of homework. So component destructions. That's when you destroy, like an arm or a leg or what have you. Or even a weapon, if I'm not mistaken. It's 10 XP. And 2,300 C-bills, which is pretty good, right? A kill. So if you kill someone, 30 XP and 4,000 C-bills. If you die, well, you don't get anything for that. If you win, you get 250 C-bills and 25,000 C-bills and 250 XP. If you lose, well, you still get something, right? You get 40 XP and 10,000 C-bills, which is pretty good. An assist, so that's when you actually help. You don't kill someone. You don't get killed. You might get kills, multiple damage dealt. You may not actually do the killing blow. So in this case, you get 20 XP and 2,500 C-bills. If you team kill, you get minus 150 XP and minus 10,000 C-bills, which hurts. Damage done. Now here's the damage done one. So for every point of damage that you do, you don't get XP, but you get 21 C-bills. Now this also goes the reverse. If you do team damage, you get minus 21 for every 1 point of team damage. So it negates, right? Which is pretty good. A tie, which I've never ever seen happen. 75 XP and 1500 C-bills. Should be higher because it's even rarer. If you capture win, or that's 75 XP. If you capture assist, that's 50 XP. For a spotting assist, so that's when you actually spot somebody, it's 20 XP, 2000 C-bills. Salvage bonus, it's only 1 XP only. You don't get any C-bills from that. That's the end of the match, obviously. I've already mentioned kills most damage dealt. That's 80 XP and 5,000 C-bills. Same with solo kill, 280 C-bills and 10,000. 10,000 C-bills and 280 XP. Scouting, flanking both get 20 XP. Scouting gets 2,000 C-bills and flanking gets 1,500 C-bills, which I mentioned earlier. Capture, which I mentioned earlier, is 50 XP and 2,500 C-bills. Capture. Now the next capture part is where it just when you're inside the capture point and you're wandering around in circles or you're in that area and you see capture pop up on the left. That's just C-bills, and that is 25 C-bills every time it pops up while it's being captured. First person to capture a match, which I said, remember, there's only 5 rewarded in a match. So first capture 60 XP plus 4,500 C-bills, which is pretty good. Brawling. So remember, for brawling, you have to actually be fighting someone within 450 meters. Within 450 meters in a medium or heavy. And you have to get a solo kill. This is obviously the Baron's thing. That's 130 XP and 4,500 C-bills. Lots of XP in that. Tag damage, as I said, 35 C-bills per damage. Tag kill, 60 XP as well as narc kill as well, both 60 XP and 6,000 C-bills. Very good. Hit and run. So remember this, you'll only get if you get above 10 points. As long as you do 10 points of damage. If you receive 10 points of damage, you're done. Actually, technically, if you receive 7 points of damage, you don't get anything out of this. But nonetheless, if you get it, it's 15 XP and 2,000 C-bills. Tag stealth. So this is basically if you can tag someone without being detected whatsoever. So usually in an ECM light, you snuck around to the back, what have you. This comes in every 6 seconds. 5 XP, 150 C-bills. We went into the protected mechs, so protected light and mediums. You get 65 C-bills, as long as you're within a mech 2 levels above you. So, for example, for a light, you have to be with a medium or a heavy. With a medium, you have to be with a heavy and assault. Lance formation, your entire lance has to be engaged. You get the reward every couple seconds as well, and that's 60 C-bills. And then protected proximity. You have to be within, I forget what the distance was, 150 meters of someone with a critical damage. Both have to be engaged. Same thing, it ticks, and that's 55. Savior kill, 60 XP, or actually same as defensive kill. That's 60 XP for both, and 4,500 C-bills, which is pretty good. If you kill a UAV, you get 50 XP. If your UAV, if you UAV lock on, that's locked damage. So that's if the UAV pops up, someone locks on it, and someone does enough damage. It's 25 XP and 1,800 C-bills. Wow. UAV detection. So that's when you pop up and you detect everybody. You only get that, I think, once everyone's detected. I think when it pops up. It's 20 XP plus 250 C-bills. I think there should be a multiplier there. To be honest with you, I think it should be like 5 XP or 2 XP and like a little bit, like maybe 25 C-bills for every mech detected. So you pop it and you get detect the entire team. You get 12 times 12. That would be a lot better. Counter ECM. Obviously, that's if someone else is in ECM and you're countering it. 70 XP, 500 C-bills. 70 XP and 2,500 C-bills. Sorry. ECM locked damage. That's 25 XP and 500 C-bills. Turret kill, that's if you kill a turret. So pretty much it's only in faction warfare because they took them out of single player for the moment. Or, quick play. They'll be coming back in for the new assault mode. That's 50 XP and 1,000 C-bills. And last but not least, I have no idea what I put here. I put tag narc. Oh, I think that's if you just tag someone or narc them. And just in generic, tag narc. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to have to look at that one. Tag narc. You know that moment where you do something and you're looking at it going, what the fuck did I just do? Tag narc. 25. You know what? I have no idea what I mean by that. But somewhere along the lines, it's 25 C-bills and 1,500. What? I don't know. To be 100% honest with you. I think that one might be a mistake, actually. Boom. That's actually a mistake on my part. I was also looking at someone else's list as well, and I compiled my information from a couple of different people, so... Because everyone has a little difference. Now, one thing people do say is there should be a quote-unquote press R reward. That's actually this one right here. The scouting. Basically, you first spot a target. Now, when the target pops up, that's not spotting the target. You actually have to hit R. Once you hit R, then you get that scouting bonus. Remember that. That's a big deal. One thing I used to do all the time is in a light, I would pop up my guy, like run a UAV real quick, run in, run out, pop a UAV into the middle of an entire 12-man if I'm in ECM, and just try to do what I can to kind of rustle some feathers up a little bit. I wouldn't really go for for much other than that, other than to kind of throw people off and cause as much mayhem and destruction as I could. That was how I usually work that. But yeah, so that's just a quick little breakdown. I hope it was a little bit more comprehensive than it turned out to be. I hope I was able to communicate this all properly to you guys. But yeah, these are just little ways to make some C-bills. So until next time, we're going to have this guy right here, as you see on the screen, go into the battle zone. Until next time, look into my eye. See you in the battlefield. Bye-bye.